purpose of this dissection was to further understand the anatomy of a fetal pig and compare it to other animals. We are also dissecting this animal to better comprehend how the organs interact to keep the organism alive and well.
In this picture, you can observe the different tools we used in our dissection. Gloves. We used the gloves to avoid any contact of harsh chemicals on hands. We utilized the apron to avoid getting any chemicals on our clothes. We wore goggles to avoid contact of any dangerous chemicals on our eyes. And finally, we used the triple beam bandage to find Peppa's mask. Some of the safety precautions are no eating or drinking during dissection, carefully handle sharp objects at all times, wear appropriate clothing, no horseplaying, and avoid contact with any chemicals.
Hi guys, I'm Gieselle. I'm the lab technician and this is our pig. Her name is Peppa. The first thing we're going to talk about is that this groove that she has on her lips, that's called the philtrum, as well as her nose that every pig is famous for, that's called the external nares. And also another cool thing is that they have these flippity flappity things on their ears that helps them focus the sound, and it's called a pinna. This would be considered her anterior, which is her front. This would be considered her posterior. This would be her dorsal, and on the bottom, or her stomach, her abdomen, would be considered her ventral.
Hello, my name is Leida, and I am a scribe, and I'll be talking about the umbilical cord. It has 3 blood vessels, a large vein, which is blue, and 2 smaller arteries that are red.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm the maintenance crew for this group. And I'm going to be talking about how Peppa has a necessitating membrane in her eyes that keep them clean, and how she is considered ungritable because she walks on her hooves. Also, I'm going to be talking about how her trunk is divided into 2 regions: the thorax, which is the chest, and the abdomen, which is the stomach. Okay, so I'm Idalia, and I'm the supervisor of this team. And I will be talking about the urethral opening, vaginal orifice, and anus of Peppa. So to start off, both females and males have rows of nipples that are located right here. Okay. The urethral opening excretes urine, and the vaginal orifice, which is located right under the tail, is the opening of the birth canal. And finally, the anus is located at the base of the tail dorsal to the vaginal orifice, which is like right.
Go. Yeah. Peppa's weight is 403.5 grams. Her length is 26 centimeters. Her width is 17 centimeters thick, and her height is 14 centimeters. And she has a 2-inch tongue.
Like ours, Peppa's brain is responsible for telling the rest of her body what to do. It is protected by a hard skull and a layer of skin. Her heart pumps out blood to the rest of the body, and her kidneys cleanse it. Her tongue helps her break down food, which is later moved to the stomach to be further digested. Behind the stomach, the pancreas sends digestive enzymes to the small intestine, where the food's nutrients are absorbed. Undigested food is later digested in the large intestine. The liver detoxifies and produces bile, which is stored in the gallbladder. The oral cavity system of a fetal pig and a human is very similar. The tongue manipulates food for chewing and swallowing, and the taste buds distinguish taste. The incisors in the front of the mouth are used to bite and cut the food. The hard palate in the front roof of the mouth helps with that process. The soft palate behind that allows the food to slide down the throat. Similar to our uvula, the epiglottis keeps food from entering the larynx. The glottis is an opening in the epiglottis leading to the lungs. As the food goes down the throat, it enters the esophagus, which joins the neck and thorax to the stomach. The most posterior part of the oral cavity system is the pharynx, or the passageway for food and air. Peppa's respiratory system begins when she breathes in through the external nares in her snout. The larynx, or voice box, at the top of the trachea protects the diaphragm from food. The diaphragm is the main muscle of the respiratory system, and it separates the thoracic and abdominal cavities. The trachea is divided into 2 branches that enter the lung cavities, where carbon dioxide and oxygen are exchanged.
to investigate both the internal and external anatomy, which is surprisingly similar to that of the human.
Although the internal part of the pig was really disgusting and the smell was not pleasant at all, we still managed to open her up, exploring her internal anatomy.
What my teammates and I found really eye-catching was that the fatal pig's heart looks a lot like an acorn.
Throughout the whole dissection, we learned a lot about the internal organs of a pig and how they look in real life.